Using AI to invest has been a huge game changer for me lately. Not only is researching companies faster and easier, it's also improved the quality of my ideas. If all the biggest hedge funds and investing firms are using AI to invest, why can't we? So I bought the premium version of ChatGPT. I've been tinkering with it for a few weeks, and I'm ready to show you all my step-by-step workflow. It's not the only way to use AI, and I'm sure I'll continue to improve on it, but I'm excited to see what y'all think. So grab a drink, take a seat, let's talk. In the past, early AI was used to scan the transcripts of a company's financial reports, their Q&A sessions, or their earnings calls, and all it could do was count the number of positive words that appeared in that report and the number of negative words. Using this count, the AI would come up with a sentiment score for how well that presentation went. The more positive words, the more positive the score, and the more negative words, the more negative the score. So using this crude analysis, the hedge funds and investing firms could quickly come up with a sentiment and react before the market had a chance to read these reports. That way they could move money in and out. But there's a new hire in town. This new hire is able to read and understand 2,000 times faster than a human, can synthesize this information 2,000 times faster than a human. It doesn't have to rest. It works 24 hours a day, every day. You only have to pay it $20 a month. At least that's how much I paid for a single instance of this new hire. On top of all that, this new hire is able to memorize every financial document, every Q&A session, every earnings report in the history of publicly traded companies, and then create patterns for how the market is going to react based on all of this information that no human could store in their head at one time. Of course, I'm talking about LLMs. This is the type of AI that ChatGPT is. Explain an LLM like I'm 5. All right, imagine the magical friend who knows a lot of stuff. Pretty much anything you could ask. This friend is really good at talking and understanding what you say, even if you don't use perfect words. So if you ask, why is the sky blue, or how do you make chocolate chip cookies, this friend can tell you all about it. This magical friend is kind of like an LLM, which stands for Large Language Model. It's a super smart robot brain that's learned tons of things by reading lots and lots of words from books, the internet, and other places. Now, whenever you have a question or need help with words, it can use everything it knows to answer you, just like a friendly, super smart helper. Compared to the old way where hedge funds would use AI to just count positive and negative words, with the rise of LLMs, now this AI can actually read and understand the context of the words that it's reading. An AI can understand thousands and thousands of documents and synthesize this information very quickly. Because investing boils down to just two things: synthesizing large amounts of information so you can narrow down the pool of investments, and two, getting that information faster than anyone else. If there is a really good opportunity, say an investment is on sale, if everybody figures out about that investment before me, all of the money flows in, and then it's no longer on sale. By the time I get in, I'm not buying it at a good price anymore. So speed is every bit as important as having access to huge quantities of information. With LLMs, a single human analyst can have the AI read all of the quarterly reports in existence, all of the transcripts for earnings presentations, and only pass on a handful of the most promising leads for the human analyst to look into. This way, the human can have access to vast amounts of information and make an educated decision quicker than anybody who's not using AI to invest. But it's not just about narrowing down the number of leads. AI is also exceptional at a skill that we once thought was exclusive to humans.
We have something really exciting for you today. We lured you here today with the promise of unveiling a breakthrough digital device that's not a Mac. And that's exactly what we're going to do. And we are introducing a product today that takes us exactly there. And that product is called iPod.
Steve Jobs is a visionary. He is exceptional at coming up with creative ideas. In this case, he came up with the iPod. But in reality, the iPod is an idea baby from 3 parents: the iMac, iTunes, and a Walkman radio.
Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything. Today, we're introducing 3 things: a widescreen iPod with touch controls, a revolutionary mobile phone, and a breakthrough internet communications device. An iPod, a phone. Are you getting it? These are not 3 separate devices. This is one device. And we are calling it iPhone.
Once again, Steve Jobs comes up with a visionary idea for the iPhone. But once again, this is just an idea baby. It is the combination of an iPod, a phone, and an internet device. Humans are clearly very creative. We're very good at coming up with new ideas from existing ideas. And there's lots of ideas out there, and we can't possibly compare each individual existing idea to every other existing individual idea and compare millions of ideas. No, we have ways of narrowing things down. It might be from our past experiences. It might be from observing principles that seem to hold true across many different domains. It might be simple intuition that leads us to combine ideas like Steve Jobs did. And maybe AI doesn't have intuition or creativity, but AI does have relentless iteration. AI is able to compare each individual piece of data to every other individual piece of data. Every idea in existence can be compared to every other idea, and millions of AI babies can be made. Just like with Steve Jobs making the iPhone, coming up with the iPod, but AI is like Steve Jobs on steroids. In the world of investing, AI is able to consider all of the rising trends that are showing up on the internet and then compare all of those trends to every individual publicly traded company in existence to see which companies are going to be affected by which trend. For a human to do this, it's impossible. There's hundreds of trends, there's thousands of companies. It would take all the time in the world for me to compare each trend to each company to see what's going to be affected. So for instance, this AI correctly picks up on the fact that Ozempic is a rising trend. Ozempic is a GLP-1 drug. Therefore, GLP-1 manufacturers stand to benefit. Also, it picks up on the fact that companies that perform bariatric surgery might be hurt by the rising trend of Ozempic. And it doesn't stop there. It's not just publicly available headline data and publicly available financial reports for companies that AI can consider. There are many types of alternative data that AI can take advantage of. Satellite imagery, website traffic, mobile app usage, geolocation. This alternative data gives AI a first look at a company's performance before the financial documents come out. So this is a completely made up example. So let's say Costco is starting to fail. They're getting less and less traffic. Normally, you would have to wait for that quarterly report to see that their revenue is dropping off. But an AI who's able to study satellite imagery can see that Costco's parking lots don't have the same traffic that they normally do. And thus, the massive hedge funds and investing firms that have access to this AI can get clued in on that trend and start pulling their money out before the rest of the world sees that feedback on the quarterly report. It's impossible for the human mind to synthesize the sheer amount of data that's required for alternative data to be useful in investing. 78% of investing firms either currently use alternative data or they expect to in the near future. Speed is huge in the world of investing, especially when companies only release their financial results every 3 months. Any clues that investors can find from alternative data is going to give them a massive leg up in the competition. And unfortunately, AI is really only able to get this done for the massive investing funds out there. But there is a way that investors like us can benefit massively from AI. I don't always pick stocks, but when I do, I use AI like this.